Good morning, children. I hope you must be fit and fine, taking all the necessary initiatives to keep yourself and your family safe during this unexpected and difficult time that have been entered in our lives. Coming to the point, though we have already finished up with the 2 chapters in our online sessions previously, now we'll move towards our next chapter, chapter 3, our environment. Students, you might have looked around your classroom. What do you observe? You actually can look your classmates, teacher, blackboard, cupboards, book and many other things around you. Similarly, when you look outside the window, you can see trees, plants, birds, people and many other things. The things that we actually watch around ourselves can be living or non-living. They are consisted as a part of surroundings. What they do? They consist or make up our environment. We can easily get to know that our environment includes things such as plants, animals, birds and insects. Non-living things in our environment include air, water, land and sunlight even. Living things and non-living things, both in our environment, have a great impact on us. An environment with things that help us to survive is a suitable environment. Actually, every living thing, be it a plant or animal, needs a suitable environment to live in. Living and non-living things both help us to survive and make us comfortable for our needs are referred as a resource. Plants, animals and birds are included in living resources. Meanwhile, air, water, land and sunlight are considered to be a non-living resource. Both these types of resources are given us by the means of nature. That's why they are referred to as natural resources. Let us read some of the interesting facts about the environment. Can you tell me when World Environment Day is celebrated? It is being celebrated on 5th June every year. How can you define an environmentalist? An environmentalist is a person who actually works to protect the environment from the damage and pollution. Even Earth Day is celebrated on 22nd April every year to remind us to save the earth, protect it from damage and pollution. Let's begin to read about our next topic, air. What is air? Air is all around us. You can feel it, but can't you see it? No, you can't. We can only feel it, but neither or nor able to see it. Moving air is basically called as wind. Wind that blows gently is called a breeze. Strong winds are called storms. When the wind keeps on moving in a strong and fast speed, it refers to as storm. Storms are some way harmful. They can cause damage to our houses and buildings. Even sometimes trees can also be uprooted. Moving on further, we'll read about the next topic, atmosphere. Our earth is surrounded by a layer of air. This layer of air is referred to as the means of atmosphere. Air consists of many types of gases such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, etc. Even it consists of some of the percentages of smoke and dust. Did you know a wind vane is an instrument which is used for telling us the direction of the wind, that in which direction the wind keeps on moving. Now we'll read some of the uses of the air. There are many uses of air being used, such as to breathe air. Plants need air to make their food. It has been used for filling tires. It also helps wet clothes to be dried out. It helps us to fly kites in the sky. It has been used as the fan of a windmill to move. It moved rain clouds to different areas, which helps different areas to be affected with rain. It carries seeds of plants to different places where they can grow into new plants. It has also been used for separating husk from grains. Even it is used for burning candles and other things. Moving on further, we'll talk about water. Water is another important natural resource being present on earth. Can you imagine your life without water? No, you can't. Not a single living thing can survive without water. Ocean water is salty and it cannot be used in daily life. We actually have very little percentage of fresh water being presented on this earth. Not only humans, but even all the land, plants and animals need fresh water to live. So it's our responsibility to use fresh water carefully without wasting it. Water in rivers, ponds, wells, streams all have been included in the means of fresh water. Rainwater that seeps into the ground is taken out through tube wells and hand pumps. This water is also being included out in the means of fresh water. Moving on to our next topic is water cycle. What is water cycle? Water that has been presented in all the water bodies gets heated by the means of sunlight. Heated water changes into water vapor. The vapor thus rises high above the earth into the air. It is very cold. As a result, the water vapor cools and changes into water droplets. Then these water droplets have been combined to form the clouds. When these clouds get heavy or in a heavy position, the water droplets thus fall as rain. Rain fills up the water bodies again. This cycle goes on nature. It is called as water cycle. Thus, we can get that the process of conversion of water through the heating from the sunlight and converting down to form the clouds and getting back to the oceans as the means of rains is referred to as water cycle. Let's read about pollution. We might have seen that you throw things as considered to be the waste. Many of the waste rots and mixes with the soil. Many types of waste such as the plastics, polythene bags, bottles do not actually rotten down. This waste just keeps on our environment waste and pollutes the earth. It adds harmful things to the environment which is said to be pollution. Now we will read about the different types of pollution. What is air pollution? Air gets polluted by the presence of smoke, dust, harmful gases from factories and vehicles. The burning of firecrackers even pollutes our air. Polluted air is very harmful and bad for our health, causing many of the breathing problems. Trees and other plants help in cleaning the air. But we keep on cutting these trees. So we should keep ourselves to be noticed out not to cut the trees. Even pollution is of another types also. Let us read about water pollution. The dumping of waste from the factories and homes into the water bodies causes water pollution. It can be simply cleared out by looking down at the picture. That has been showing you that the waste is directly cemented out in the means of water body. The bathing of animals and washing clothes in ponds, lakes, rivers, etc. pollutes outer water bodies. Water pollution can even cause many of the diseases such as typhoid and dysentery. Moving on further, we'll talk about land pollution. Land pollution can be caused by many improper means of throwing garbage, factory waste, plastic materials on land. It is also being caused by the overuse of chemicals on farms. Things such as plastics or thermocols do not decay and it pollutes the land when they continue to lie on it. If we have left our garbage or waste out in the open, then it will decay and produces a foul or very bad smell. Bacteria, fly that will also be living on the garbage and can lead us to be fallen sick. How can we save our environment? We can use dustbins for discarding garbage properly. Many cities have dustbins of different colors. We have two types of dustbins being presented over here. Green colored dustbins and blue colored dustbins. Green colored dustbins are basically meant for the kitchen waste, such as it can be included with the vegetable and fruit peels, seeds, other edible items. And this type of Garbage can be decayed with the help of bacteria and even other small animals that can be used by them. We can even produce manure for our plants from this type of garbage. Meanwhile, blue dustbins are used for the things which can't be decayed out by the environment itself. Things consisted as glass, plastics, other things from these bins are sent for recycling. On differentiating among both of these dustbins, we can consider out to be that blue bin consisting of plastic bottles, tin cans, broken glass, whereas green bins to be consisted with vegetable peels, eggshells, old bread. We can even try to grow more and more trees to keep our air clean and fresh, not to throw garbage outside the bin. We have to switch off the electrical switches when they are not coming in our use. At least avoid polythene bags and use jute bags. We have to say no to crackers to avoid air pollution. Not to waste paper as it is being made by cutting out the trees. We must walk or use bicycle for short distances. We can even not allow ourselves to throw waste material when we visit public places, parks or hill stations, etc. Now, you must look at this symbol carefully. What this symbol symbolizes of? It symbolizes of the reduce, reuse and recycle. What actually these three words means? Reduce means we should reduce the use of things that causes pollution in our environment. Let us consider out an example that we should use cloth bags instead of the plastic bags. What is reuse now? Things which can be used again and again and should not be thrown away are means of reusing. Let us consider out with an example. For example, old newspaper can be used to line the shelves of a cupboard. What is recycle? There are number of things which we can give away to kabadiwala, the person who buys scrap materials from us. You might have watched your mother giving some of the waste materials, plastic things to a kabadiwala who can be made all the waste materials to be regenerated or recycled for some or the other use. The material of these things are used for making new things. Considering out with an example, such as broken plastic things are heated and formed to make a new item, such as baskets, buckets. In this way, we can recycle several materials. We have read and understood many topics included in the chapter environment. Air, atmosphere, uses of air, water cycle, pollution and saving our environment. It can easily illustrate you the importance of environment in our lives. We cannot expect our life without a healthy and a fresh environment. I hope this chapter must be clear to you all. If any query regarding this chapter, then contact to me on my personal window. Okay students, thank you.